This is Jennifer with Family Adventures Overlanding, and on today's Base Camp Basics, we're going to show you how to make pasta. Chef Sasquatch gives us 2 acorns on his Squirrel-o-meter. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is turn your Skottle on medium heat. What is he doing in there? So for our ingredients today, we are going to use water, pasta, any kind of pasta that you want to. I chose angel hair, olive oil, and then if you like to put salt in your pasta at home when you make it, make sure to have some salt as well. Now that we have the Skottle on medium heat, you're going to start with your water. And this is going to be similar to the way you make it at home. You don't need to measure out your water. That's probably close to 2 cups of water maybe. Also at this point in time, add your oil. If for some reason you don't use oil at home with your pasta, it's very important that you use it with the Skottle. Whether it's olive oil or vegetable oil, it doesn't matter what kind of oil, but you're going to need oil, and you're going to see that as we cook it on the reason why you need the oil. Cover your Skottle and crank the heat up on high so we can get a boil going. Now that we see some steam coming out around, we know the water's boiling, so we're going to go ahead and take the lid off. You're going to grab your pasta, whatever pasta you are cooking with. This is about a half a box of angel hair. Leave your Skottle on high. Go ahead and you're going to need to break your pasta. Spread it as you put it on the water. You remember how I said as you add pasta you're going to need to add water? This is when it comes in handy. Leaving your Skottle on high, it's going to be able to go ahead and recuperate boiling faster. So we're always going to leave it on high. The other thing you're going to need is a spatula. As you put your pasta on, you're going to want to move it around to avoid it sticking to the bottom of the Skottle and to each other. That's what part of the oil is for as well. So since that is recuperating, waiting for it to boil, we're going to go ahead and grab the rest of our pasta. Go ahead and put the other part on. I will tell you that I've only made a half a box at a time. I've never tried to cook a whole entire box of pasta on here, mainly because you start to run out of room. So you see how I'm adding water, and as I'm adding water, it's helping the pasta not stick to the bottom. If you start to see your pasta stick, you're going to want to go ahead, either add a little bit more oil. You need to keep it moving. At home, you're cooking in it in a big pot, so you have that movement already happening on its own. This one you don't have that. The other thing about the angel hair and like a thin spaghetti is it's going to cook a lot faster, which is why I tend to like to use it, is because when we're at camp we want to use, get our meal going faster, so I'll tend to use a thinner pasta. So you see how the noodles are starting to bend? That's what we're looking for. The thing is, always keep bringing these outer ones inward. See how I'm running out of water, but my pasta's still not really bending? We're going to need to add more water. I have not touched my burner. It has been on high since I added water to get it boiling. You see how my noodles are starting to do more bending? I can't really pick. They're bending off the spatula. It tells me that they're starting to get done. I'm not going to add any more water. So you see how we're running out of water? But we are not sticking together. If you start seeing sticking together at this point, add more oil. Do not add more water. You're just going to go right back to what you were doing the first time. We're just going to keep working it outward. And as I work it outward, if you can tell, the pasta I have up here, the water's draining off. My pasta, I can tell, is done. It's really soft, moving all around. I'm going to go ahead, move it up here, shut my Skottle off. My burner here, just so we don't have a bunch of steam going everywhere. As you can tell, we've got all the pasta around the edge. The water's drained down. We're going to go ahead and we're going to clean up. Let's grab a couple of paper towels. Alright, so now that you have it all cleaned up, what you want to go ahead and do is, like if you're making spaghetti, go ahead and make your hamburger meat, add your sauce, warm that up, and then bring the pasta all together and mix it all in one. I will let you know that no matter what pasta you make, If you happen to notice as it sits and you cook on it that the pasta starts to stick together, don't get worried. When you mix it all back into the sauce, it's going to loosen back up and it'll be just like at home. I hope this helps everybody with how to make pasta.